Hi there. What do you think about Valentine's Day? I know. It is a point of division. It seems like people either love it or they hate it. They feel like, oh no, it's just a marketed holiday. It has nothing to do with the meaning because I love my spouse every day. Well, it is quite a point of division, but I have a way for you to re-envision it. So thanks so much for tuning in today. Welcome to my video. It's real talk about Christians and sex. Sometimes those words aren't used together, but hey, God designed it. He said it was good. So I think it's something that we can enjoy as well. I really feel like it's my calling to create a safe space to have some of those talks. But let's dive into Valentine's Day and see if I can work that into our topic. Now, I said some people feel it's commercialized and they're really turned off, and some people think they have huge expectations of their spouse, and their spouse feels like, man, I will never measure up. Would you just be done with it? So I hope what I share with you today will give you a way to get around all of that, because it is a day on the calendar. Whether you want to participate or not, that day will come and go, and I'm hoping that you make the most of it. So it's time. Have to re-envision Valentine's Day, and people get caught up in doing the same old thing, so it's the best time of all. And this year with COVID and quarantine, it's probably going to be celebrated differently anyhow. So use that to your good. Find a way to turn it around. I have suggestions for you if you're staying in or you're going out, because I know some places are open, some places aren't. You have your comfort zone. I've got a solution for you either way. If you are going out, maybe it's dinner, and you're like, what could I do? Kind of simple to make it be even more meaningful. And I'm going to challenge you to come up with some endearment. So these are some words that are meaningful, and but they're not too mushy. All right. So if the mushy part turns you off, then don't worry, it's not going to happen. But I have a couple of phrases to prompt you with. You might want to take notes. These are great statements that will really express your value of your spouse. And here's the first one. And you're talking to them when you say this. When you did fill in the blank, I really appreciated it. Your strength of blank was shining. So you're acknowledging them, and you're telling them what you like about them. And you're saying, hey, this feature, this trait, this characteristic of you, I admire. Wow, that absolutely builds confidence in your spouse. And hey, if you have shared it and your spouse has received it, then your marriage has just had a booster shot of confidence. But I have another phrase for you. When you did blank, it reminds me of the time we blank. I'm so glad we're in this together. Memories, memories. Now, you know, after a while, even if something really messed up and you retell the story, it can become humorous, and you can find the ways that you were bonding together. So it's the perfect time to relive one of those, but relive it in a way that you are sharing appreciation about your spouse and also picturing yourself together in the future. So that's if you go out. But what if you're going to stay in? Well, I've got a few ideas to make this a little more creative. Let's say you're ordering a wonderful meal and it's being brought to your house, or you're picking it up and it has several courses. You could just have a different course in a different room and maybe set it up with a nice little place setting or something humorous, picnic blanket on the floor. Let it be fun. You're re-envisioning it. Maybe you've never done it before, but this extra attention will go a long way, I'm guaranteeing you. So that's one idea, is to go to a different room. What if you had a riddle that they had to answer before they could start that next course? Get the brain going. Hey, it could be a flirting kind of riddle. Flirting is allowed, even at home, and it's kind of fun even to flirt in front of your children. I'm saying keep it totally appropriate, but if they get to watch mom and dad play with each other, wow, you are sowing wonderful seeds of what a great marriage can be. You might also want to have a special sentiment. Remember those hearts that you had as a kid when you traded Valentine's cards at school? Hey, those can be fun too. You can personalize it so that your spouse knows exactly what you're talking about. And then another thought is about reliving something, but relive a favorite date, first date. It could be, it went totally wrong, Hey, I wrecked his mother's car on one of our dates. I mean, it's not my husband, but it's a fun story to tell. And I bet you have one of those. Also, you can relive Valentine's Days. They only come once a year, so you might remember a few of them. Oh yeah, that year that we went to dinner and it was amazing, and that meal, I'm still talking about it. So relive those moments that brought you closer together. Add humor to your time together. Humor doesn't get the value that it deserves because it reduces stress. That's kind of my byword now. When that stress is reduced, you can draw closer to each other. So in a nutshell, highlight appreciation, replay memories, and affirm your commitment. I'm talking about the best Valentine's Day ever if you remember those points. Well, thanks so much for watching, joining me today. Remember, Father God loves you in your marriage, and He has answers for you wherever you are. We can find those together.